know, I should probably go and replace some of the engines that got broken off last time. So, let's see. I lost an up and a back. So if I don't get those fixed, I'm not going to be able to maneuver very well. I should probably add another set of ups. Maybe like here, because sometimes it's so hard to get in there, and you can see there's some damage here that I didn't repair yet. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Since I'm here at the connector anyway, and what I'm going to need is some large tubes. I'm going to need some construction components. I'm going to need some thruster components. And I believe some steel plates. And we'll see if I need anything more than that. So small thrusters, just right click on that and it goes down into the location on our bar and becomes active. So let's go ahead and point that down. And let's see. Okay, I got everything. I got all 4 components I needed. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, so that's there, so it's kind of out of the way. Yeah, I've got the antenna kind of hanging out there, but if the antenna gets broken off, my ship still works. But because it's inside this kind of box area here, it's somewhat protected. So let's go ahead and get this put in here. And that'll mirror the other side. And is there anything up above that thruster? No, and nothing can go there because the drill is in the way. Alright. So pushing back, I should have 4, right? Oh no, I've only got 2. That's why I don't have very much pushback. Let's go ahead and throw another set on there. Goodness. Okay. So they should be, if I made it completely symmetrical, they'd be right there, wouldn't they? 1 over, 1 up. So the lights should actually be there. Let me go ahead and do that. Just because I'm not as concerned about the lights. And if the lights come off, that's not as big a deal. But I definitely want the engines protected. Or thrusters, as they are. So let's go ahead and pull this spotlight off. And unfortunately they default into the on position. Or the on setting, I suppose I should say. But that's okay. I'll hop in and turn them off here in just a second. And I can put that interior plate there. And I'm just going to put this one on here. And that'll give us a little bit more control, which is I'm assuming why the ones I had actually broke, is because I wasn't able to control the kind of the bumping and swaying from drilling and being jostled around. So let's go put that there. That should definitely help with the stability. Should probably make sure I've got 4 in each direction, because 2, honestly, I thought I had 4 in each direction. So I've got 2 here on this side. I've only got 2 on the bottom, so that definitely has to be changed. I've got 2 on this side, and I've only got 2 on the top. And then, of course, I have 4 to push me straight ahead. I guess I can go and replace that landing gear. I haven't really been using the landing gear much because they keep breaking and kind of makes my ship break, which when my ship breaks, I'm kind of, bummed out about that. So let's see, do I have any motors in here? I do. Let's grab a couple of those just to make sure I can latch on. I thought about maybe renaming this to the Bat because of the way its feet are there and I hang it onto things. Alright, so, let me jump in here and turn the lights off. There, all the lights are off. Thankfully it's not a toggle, it's a light on, light off toggle, so Okay, final repairs here, and let's see. So this heavy armor here is to protect it from being jostled around and all that, and it seems to do a pretty good job on the side. Here, perhaps I should make it poke out a little bit further, and I should probably add some here, but let's see. Let's go right in here, and we're going to add, if I can, no I can't. That is a large cargo container. So if I were going to add those, I guess I'd have to add them here. Which, not the best place, but I can deal with it. So maybe I'll put the heavies here. Let me get heavy slope here. Come on. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll put... Oh, what was that? Oh, I had too many items on my bar and it replaced it. That's not what I want. And I won't need any more landing gear, so we'll do it like this. There. And I want to remove this and turn this into a down-facing thruster. Oh, and this one here is going to fly off too, isn't it? Okay. Let's grab that. So if any of you guys have any questions about how I set things up, you know, feel free to ask. Be more than happy to answer. So let's go ahead and put this right here. Oh, Ulibama's back. Hey, welcome. Glad you could join us again. So I'm just doing some modifications to my drill ship here, because it was taking a little bit of damage while I was drilling the other day. And let's make sure everything in there is good. And we're going to change this over also to a heavy. Hello, welcome back. Let's see. So I've got that, and I think I'm going to go ahead and change the rest of these into heavies too. It just kind of seems to help strengthen the frame, and that's really what I need here, because I keep getting little pieces broken off. That makes me unhappy. Very unhappy. So, put that there. Okay. Now, I also want to put in another down pushing. Oh, and I'm out of steel plates. Imagine that. So, Ulibama, you missed the very front. I haven't been streaming very long, but all of my missiles got used up. So somebody definitely attacked my base again, which seems to be pretty standard. But they didn't get inside and wreck anything, because most people get tired of dying after a while. Now, which side was I working on? There it is. So all my missiles are gone, and they destroyed part of my conveyor network. But I got that repaired, and now I need to get some more magnesium, because, of course, all of that got... all my missiles are gone, so I need to get some more magnesium. And so while I'm doing this, I'm also adding in some extra thrusters on my mining ship, the Mole here, just to kind of help me with control, because I had a few that broke off. I lost 2 thrusters last time I was mining. So I need to add a couple more on. So make sure everything here is at 100%, and then thruster's going to go here. There we go. I'm going to get some energy here. So right now, I think there's about 4 or 5 of us on. So there's 4 of us. IMAXors is on, and he's kind of part of DSI, which is my faction. And then there's A-Tub I've been seeing on a lot, and he seems to be part of another faction. He was a part, you know, let's go ahead and see. The faction was the best, I believe it was. Let's see if I can see it here. Maybe if I do it here. Yeah, BES. So this name I do remember, but now he's part of 101. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just put in a request. Oh, Dapper's part of this group, and Lanaraw. Okay. So, cool. Those guys, well, what happened to their unit, their group, which was, started with a P. PDT, I think it was? Let's see. No, I must have gotten the name wrong. What was it? Maybe it was DP. Let's take a look here. DSS, that was one of mine, but, you know, of course, I got killed and my base was destroyed, so I had to rename it. I thought it started with a P. I'm just wondering if they got killed or what happened, because I know there was a big group of griefers that came on. So I don't... Oh, PDX, that's what it was. So Portland does extreme. Wow, so the other guys, I guess, left and joined the other faction. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I do understand about being paranoid. So one of the things that I did was I put in a request with our Steam group, which is Shadecrest. So if anybody's interested, you know, not only with coming on the server, but being part of the Steam group, joining discussions. We've got a discussion going on about adding mods in. And so one of the ones that I requested, not so much a mod, but it is for adding in beacons, because there has been a request for beacons to be added in, which are basically at the extreme edge of the playable area. And then, so what my request is to add those in and then get some new asteroids spawned in about 10,000 meters, or kilometers, sorry, 10 kilometers from the spawn area. Well, yeah, I guess I could have said 10,000 meters, but yeah. So that way, anybody new who comes on doesn't have to feel like they have to fight to survive here at spawn. Those of us who are at spawn can decide to go somewhere else if we want, which, if we get that added in, I would be interested in possibly moving further away from spawn, just because this is, you know, where everybody spawns in, and so if someone's going to grief, they're going to grief the closest base they can find. But we haven't really had a lot of griefers lately. The biggest group of base griefers was during the free Steam weekend for Space Engineers. And they were constantly just logging in because people got the game for free and they would just come on and start wreaking havoc. And I don't really know why. It's you know, it's a brand new game. I would think you'd be trying to figure out how to play it. But people just kept coming on and, you know, just destroying everything. There were a lot of people who also logged in and didn't know what they were doing, and so they would accidentally crash their ship because for some reason the inertial dampeners are not on by default. Personally, I think they should be. People would get in their ship and, you know, you're